Good morning. So the sun just came up. Let me put my coffee down. So what are the tangible benefits of spending time in natural environments? It seems like we spend so much time indoors in these curated, seemingly artificial environments. And if you're anything like me, after a while, it starts to take its toll. But when we spend some time engaging with the natural world, many of us are going to experience a serious decrease in our stress levels. Our anxiety is going to be lessened. Our depression is going to be less. That stress hormone cortisol is going to be reduced. And our heart rates are going to become more balanced. All this when we're in touch with nature, as opposed to how we might feel in those urban environments. So all that to say, nature has a way of balancing us out. It has a way of stimulating our senses in a manner where all of that nervous and anxious energy is reduced. And as we connect on a conscious level to the natural world, we're going to find how our minds are starting to feel refreshed. So I want to encourage you to get out and spend a little time in the natural world, in the world of which we are intricately connected. And even the Stoics emphasize the interconnectedness of human beings and nature, teaching us that a good life is predicated on understanding our place in the natural world. We are interconnected with it in every way. It's just simply a part of the cosmic fabric of all existence. If we took one part out of this, all of this, we would cease to exist. You couldn't remove anything. You can't remove the sun. You can't remove the air. You can't remove the water. We are a part of all of this. It's quite amazing if you take some time to think about it. In Eastern traditions as well, the importance of being in harmony with nature is also emphasized. The natural world that surrounds us teaches us about the natural rhythms of the universe, the cycles, the seasons. Everything has a rhythm. As the Tao teaches us, it's the natural flow of life. Even all the stuff going on in our life is part of the natural flow. But the flow of life is every aspect of it all. And when we resist this natural flow, that's when we're going to experience suffering. A life well lived is in aligning ourselves with these flows of life. Saint Francis of Assisi served as an example of how we can revere nature. Nature that includes everything, even us. And he revered nature as the very manifestation of God's splendor. And he understood nature to be sacred. And how when we connect with it on a very real and conscious level, we can feel that we're not separate from it, from the world. He understood that it is this connection that gives us a closer sense of the one, of the all, of the divine. So on a very fundamental level, everything is connected in this web of matter, of energy. And even if you study quantum physics, which I don't, but I've done some reading on it, you can see that this science agrees with the notion that all of creation is one. That each part of creation is just a different aspect of the one great whole. We are all part of this massive ecosystem of the one. And if we spend some time and maybe meditate on this, we can see that we're not separate at all. We're not these separate entities just fighting tooth and nail to survive. We are part of this great dynamic whole. And when we have identified for so long as being, separate from all of this, it can be quite shocking when our inner perspective starts to shift. And it can either be a tremendous relief, or we might find that it's a shock to our system. because suddenly our previously held reality is in question. And this can be experienced differently for everyone. I want to encourage you to incorporate more nature into your experience. Our roots as human beings are in the natural world. Nature is the therapy that a lot of us need so that we can feel better. Now, I've always been one to spend time in nature, but when I was in early sobriety, I made it a point to spend a few hours outside every morning, whether it was a morning hike or a run or a mountain bike ride. The more clear that my mind became after years of heavy drinking, the more I could sense the aliveness and the energy of the natural world around me, and to be more of a participant in it, not separate from it. Not like I felt in the past when there always seemed to be this mental fog that created a sense of division within me. So making nature part of our mental health practice can enhance our experience of life. It can deepen our appreciation for the planet, to want to care for it, not trash it. This is a reciprocal relationship. When we take care of nature, nature takes care of us. And when we take care of nature, we are taking care of ourselves. So when we get out here, our minds can relax. Our overactive minds can take that break that they desperately need. We need this break because cognitive fatigue is affecting more of us more than ever. Our devices and our busyness have hijacked our ability to be present and aware in this moment. Because we have this symbiotic relationship with nature, taking a break in it can restore and it can rejuvenate our bodies and our minds. So even though I'm not in my cozy studio this week, I couldn't pass up making a video. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed the change of scenery. Please support this work if you found value in it by subscribing and giving me a thumbs up. Thanks again to all of you who are tuning in regularly. With that, I will see you all next time.